Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. And another heavyweight news mashup video today, starting with Deontay Wilder, who in an Instagram live stream says he still has designs on taking over the heavyweight division, cleaning it out, and he wants to face some guys that he hasn't fought. Check it out.
Without naming the obvious, people obviously know, but I would love to fight guys that I haven't fought. Any of the ones at the top that I haven't fought, haven't got my hands on. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's kind of lame a little bit to not name a name, but any part of that's at the top, and people have to see me fight, and people strongly want to see me fight. That's who I want to fight. Because I can sit here and name names all day. You feel? That's the easy part, but I'm just gonna go to the top. When you go to the top, and there's some that I ain't fought, that's who I want to fight. I want to clean the division out. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Meanwhile, Bob Arum has fired some shots at Deontay Wilder, saying that Wilder has been spoiled by our former president, Donald Trump, who says you can say any lie or any preposterous thing, and maybe some people believe it. In Trump's case, they believed it and stormed the Capitol. Deontay Wilder, again, irresponsible what he is saying, totally. And this is talking to TalkSport. So he continued, whether it's about Tyson Fury, Mark Breland, a tremendous guy, Deontay Wilder is not making any sense. But hey, if the former president who served for 4 years doesn't make sense, Deontay Wilder is just another Trumpian. The former WBO champion Joseph Parker says he's hoping to knock out Junior Fa when they are scheduled to fight later this month in New Zealand on February the 27th. So he's told stuff.co.nz, I'll knock him out between rounds 1 and 12. I know what I can do. I'm not one of those guys who can predict what's going to happen, but I know if I go in there, let my hands go, throw combinations, that I can do a lot of damage, and he's going to be on the receiving end of that. And just on the fight having been made with his domestic rival Fa, he says, this fight feels different in the sense that it wasn't really a fight we were looking at, but with everything that happened with COVID, it was the only option. But it's great that we're both ranked in the top 10 in the world and live not far from each other. So it's a little different that I'm back here in New Zealand, fighting in front of family and friends in a crowd, because the last few fights I have been overseas. There's also a lot of talk about who's the best heavyweight in New Zealand. I believe that I'm the best, and I want to prove that and show it. And I can say, being in New Zealand, no, there is not a lot of talk about who's the best heavyweight in New Zealand, because Joseph Parker is regarded by a majority of fight fans, but also casual fans, as being the number one. A lot of people don't know who Junior Fa is, and I know that he's saying these things just to help build up the fight, but people aren't saying that. Joseph Parker is the face of New Zealand boxing and is considered number one. You can take that to the bank. The WBC champion Tyson Fury is wishing Johnny Fisher good luck ahead of his first pro fight this weekend. So here is a message that Fisher has posted from Fury to his social media.
Hey, this is Tyson Fury, aka the Gypsy King. Just a good luck message to Big John Fisher on his debut. Smash it, John. Smash it, son. Absolutely. Look like a beast. Can't wait to watch it. All the best. God bless.
And on this card that the Matchroom fighter is on this weekend, Fisher, he will be fighting Matt Gordon, and it is a 4-rounder. So Gordon with a record of 2-5-1. Fisher, given everything that's sort of been going around, that he is a big puncher, all that sort of thing, and the opponent here is an out-and-out journeyman, should be a quick night's work, or at least he is certainly going to get the win, you'd imagine. The talented Uzbek prospect Bakhodir Jalolov, who's been bouncing between the pros and the amateurs and has designs on going to Tokyo 2021 should it go ahead, is calling out Jared Anderson, the unbeaten American prospect. So Anderson, he advanced to 8-0 this past weekend, and in impressive fashion, stopping Kingsley eBay in the 6th and final round of their fight. Jalolov has a similar record to Anderson, also unbeaten. So he is says on social media, let's make it happen at Lou DiBella, at Bob Arum. Anderson, of course, being promoted by Top Rank. And why this has come about is, you can see here on screen on the right-hand side, and part of it is obscured, but Anderson had put up in Fight Week ahead of facing Kingsley eBay. He said he wants to fight people who have good backgrounds, good pedigrees, and he's looking to prove himself in all of 2021. So Jalolov wants that challenge, and also at the bottom of the left-hand side, you can see Lou DiBella. It's a little bit small in terms of the writing, but he had tweeted, "I was very impressed with Anderson, impressive tools." Now remember this name, Bob, Bakhodir, Jalolov, #boxing, #Olympics, #Big Uzbek. So I like the fact that Jalolov is calling out Anderson here. Do I see the fight happening though? Not so much. I think this is probably more of a good profile building sort of exercise for Jalolov, who to some extent in his pro career has been sort of toiling in relative obscurity, at least in the pros. We know that when he dropped back down to the amateurs in 2019, he cleaned up at the World Championships and took gold. And he is a hot favourite to take gold if he actually does go to the Olympics. So we'll see what happens there. But these two guys down the line possibly could end up facing each other in some point, maybe in 5 years' time. Probably not likely to be in 2021, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. If that fight happened, yeah, that would be great. Just can't see it happening now. And rounding out this heavyweight news mashup video, so the fight between unbeaten prospect Azan Kusubutsky and the Nigerian Onoriode Ehwarieme is going to be broadcast on Build Plus this weekend in Germany. So the WBA International Heavyweight title is going to be on the line for this one. It's one of a number of sort of slightly under the radar heavyweight fights that is happening this weekend, in addition to probably the most high profile fight between Otto Wallin and Dominic Brazil. But this is a okay test for Kossobutskiy, and if he's got anything about him, and he does, he should beat Onoriode Ehwarieme in this one. But what do you make of it all? Drop a comment loud and often, hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.